How are you guys
Hi.
doing? Hey.
It's raining really bad here, but no tornado yet.
No
Hopefully.
tornado
Although,
yet.
yeah.
Ugh. Storm season, right?
Yep.
I like storms, but they can be freaky for sure.
Yeah. And dangerous.
And dangerous for sure.
Does anybody remember that show, Chasers?
Oh yeah, I used to want to be a storm chaser. I still might.
Mm,
I
yeah.
love it. It sounds like so much fun.
Hmm.
Hey Jade.
Hey,
Hi, Jade.
hello.
How do you feel about storms, Jade?
Sometimes it can be relaxing.
Yeah. Um, Yeah, the storms are rough because, like, yeah, they can be relaxing, and then you're like, oh, that tree just fell down.
That orders lightning.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know. Let's see. Okay. I think we've got a few more people joining us here.
Is it the usual suspects?
Yes, I
Okay.
believe so. Yes, I think Lindsay is joining and DreamWeaver and Jinellie as well.
Okay. Sounds good. No Tony today, huh?
He said he will try to join. He has practice. So.
Got it. You guys hear that thunder?
No, I wish.
Oh, I just hear it and it's loud.
I love when there's thunder. I love it. Um, we haven't had any rain for a couple of days though. They came and mowed the lawn today, and that is so loud. And it was just like
Did
crunching. It was so dry.
Did you block somebody? Because I just saw somebody's comments go away.
Muted.
Okay, muted. Okay, I was like, I'm very confused.
Yeah. Okay, Jinellie says she's on her way. Perfect. Oh my goodness. How have you guys been doing after Mercury retrograde?
I've been doing good, but Saturn retrograde isn't much better because it's
No.
yeah, mine is like locked in a place where Saturn shouldn't really be because it's in my second house next to
Mm.
my Venus and Sun. So, yikes.
So yikes. Oh boy. Hey Bianca.
Hey,
Um,
Bianca.
I haven't really been feeling the Saturn retrograde, but I might later on.
Yeah, I feel like I'm
Yeah,
starting to feel like I've been, because of my chart, it's the opposite where I feel better now, but I did not feel better
right.
before.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't like get into any arguments or conflicts with anybody during Mercury retrograde because not
Same.
only not only is was Mercury in retrograde, my Mercury and my Mars sit right on top of each other.
Yeah, and right now
Yeah.
Mars is doing some crazy shadow stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Hello, welcome in.
Hey,
Happy
Hey,
Tuesday, Bianca.
hey Bianca.
we made it.
We did.
We survived.
We should
Mm-hmm.
really do
Yes.
this closer to Fridays.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Jinellie,
See,
John, have you been doing post retrograde?
I don't put too much weight on that, to be honest with you. I try to stay on the whole mindset of I create the reality I want to be in.
Sure.
Right.
Does your technology always agree with you?
No.
It'd be like that.
Just because I try to live by that doesn't mean it always goes that way. But I
Hey.
do my best.
Hello.
Yeah, well, do your best. That's all we can do,
Hello.
right?
Hello.
You got
I'm
it.
making sure my microphone's on. Sorry. Yes. Everybody's here. Yay.
Yay. Now we can talk about the topic I certainly prepared.
Yes. Sure.
What do we
Right.
prepare?
I mean, I did
What's the
have an
topic?
interesting question come up that I feel like is a good starting point anyways.
What's that?
Okay.
What's the question?
People were asking how we all separately talk to our spirit team because some of us are talking about like meeting up in the astral, some of us are talking about just in our mind's eye, some of us are like praying out loud and, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
who wants to go first?
Can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I usually do it through I don't know how to really describe it. I guess telepathy
Okay.
or in my head.
Nice.
Same.
Because it just feels better that way, and also I rarely pray. If I do pray, that's just when I communicate to everyone in general, not like a specific, say, ancestor, for example.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nice.
More source based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it also depends on what you call like your spirit
Right.
team or your guides, because there's such a big, like, I channel somebody and he kind of just comes into me from here, but then I also do
Was that your right side?
left.
Your left side, okay.
I remember because you and I talked about it because we're opposite, where you
That's right.
Where it comes in.
which
We
is
gotta
funny.
touch on that too.
But then a lot of the time, oh, that's funny. They're making it tingle now, which is funny. Because after John and I talked about, excuse me. Yes, after DreamWeaver and I talked about it, I feel my little antenna too in the back of my head, which I wasn't aware that's what was happening. I was like, why is my head so itchy? And that's more of just a generic, like, download, getting into high energy for me. And then in general, it's just if you guys have watched my live at all, you're going to be like, this again. But in general, it's just been a building the trust with myself to listen to it. Like, it's just a knowing. And so I have like a few different parts, but it's all my team. But sometimes it's like, well, it just feels like me, but 5 minutes in the future that can tell me.
Yeah.
That can tell me like, oh, hey, this is what it is.
Yeah.
I think you and I have a similar approach, Lindsay, because of the background and studies that we've had with the QHHT, learning how to connect to your higher self with that process. You're able to find your higher self, your future self, if you will, that 5 minute person, and in advance. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Something that I do is I actually go all encompassing. Like when I start my prayer, when I start my call out to my team. I cover all bases. It's like I'm playing bingo. I'm hitting all the spots, So God, source, creator, angels, guides, and guardians, interdimensional beings, galactic friends, and family. I call upon you to assist me with X, Y, Z. Whatever the case might be in that moment. Whatever I need in that moment in time. Whether that be, something for healing, whether that be emotional, physical, whatever, spiritual, or whether that be, emotional support for myself or somebody. I do send out the SOS, like the Care Bear beacon, if you will, to go out to people and to go help people. And I get fascinating stories when like validation when stuff comes back, like people experience things like that, and it just kind of like lines up and it works out. So I have had a pretty good success with that before. But yeah.
I don't often pray, but when my daughter was in the NICU, I did something similar where I was like, hey, I actually do not care who's listening. Whatever name you want to go by, if you can help my baby, I'm asking you to. So that's one of the last times I can remember fervently praying and asking for something. But I was very much so like, hey, whoever's here.
Yeah.
Right.
When I was in the NICU, my mom, prayed, or, however she does every single day, and miraculously I'm here, but that's besides the point. So I communicate with my spirit team by just asking them a question out loud and then listening for their response, or asking them for signs, and that's how I communicate with my team.
Love it.
Nice.
I love it.
For me, I do remote viewing. So I always ask my team, like, right before I meditate, I'm like, can you, like, just show yourself, please? And, like, be, like, very clear when you talk to me. That's what I did, like, right before we did this live. So that's how I communicate with my spirit team.
I like that part, like making it clear to you. Yep.
Yeah.
Have to ask for that sometimes. Like, actually, could you make it just a little bit more obvious? That'd be great.
Yes, exactly. I have to, because like I really want to like really hear my team, and like it's hard because I don't have that clear audience right now. So I like have to ask them, like, please be clear.
That makes sense. I actually got ready for this session tonight as well. I always got ready by jumping in the shower. Connection with the water is just right there. So while I was in the shower, I was making the intention to make that connection, and they did mention to talk about that and how do we connect. So it's funny that we bring this up and how we talk to our guides, because I was literally having that conversation with my spirit team in the shower prior to. Make sure you talk about the times to when to connect. And typically, right before you wake up in the morning, right before you open up your eyes and you realize that you're now awake, don't jump for the phone right away. Just sit there and, observe your thoughts and talk to your thoughts,
Yeah.
and just talk to your thoughts. I think that was key. And the same thing right before bed, as you go into bed, think about your day and the people you've interacted with. Give thanks to the people that helped you along the way, and disconnect from the energies that you don't want to be around anymore, if that applies. And then again, pay attention to your thoughts and talk to your thoughts. So yeah, good question.
Yes. I also love and do most of my most intense meditating, connecting, like where I'm very intentionally doing it, not just going about my day in the shower.
In the shower.
Me too.
I was tattling on myself on my live as well, because I was like, I can't believe I'm going to talk about this on the internet, but I love to do it in the shower, because then you're nice and comfortable under the water. You have that connection, and if you gotta pee, you don't gotta get up and go.
I'm dead.
Not to tackle on myself, but
The drain's right there.
it's literally, it's perfect, exactly. And also, again, tattling on myself, but it is a really cool practice that also, as you're doing it, you can even picture like the things that aren't for you, the things that need to move on, just going right down the drain.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, so I also connect in the shower, because I don't know about y'all, but meditating for me was always a bit difficult. You do it much easier now that I've really been, but it was like, all right, get comfortable, close your eyes and don't move your body. And I'm like, oh
my gosh.
well, I'm going to still do that. Does that mean I'm just all of a sudden up and out of it? And so that's a lot more helpful, to be more comfortable and to do it my own way.
So then you guys would probably get how I feel about this. I want some sort of a whiteboard in the shower so I can write it down and it doesn't go anywhere. I mean, sure, you lose a little bit of the focus, but like the stuff that's happening in there, I just have to write it down. It's too much.
I use
Yep,
I use the
yep.
steam the steam and the water droplets. Don't you guys do that?
Yeah, but it writes over it, and then you can't read it anymore when it steams back up again.
That's true.
I'm doing math on the freaking wall as I'm like, getting ready. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I very rarely use this, but I usually do. I have like my own. What is the word? Hang on. Symbols is the word in English. Runes. I pulled it. Thank you so much to whoever was sending that to me telepathically, because I have my own like runes that I'll do, and I very rarely use anything that is tangible like that. But I love to do that in there, and I also love to do an audio recording while I'm in there.
Ooh, yes.
Notes.
Nice.
And you can usually still hear it pretty well even with the water running. So if anybody needs a pro tip.
Yeah. Have you tried it with the Ghost app?
Mm-mm.
Now I'm curious. John?
I have not brought my Ghost app in the shower with me. Surprisingly enough, I've used my app for the past 6 years, and I do sleep with it, and it is on at least 12 hours out of the 24-hour day.
Wow.
So I have a lot of experience with it, and it responds well to me, but I have never used it in the shower. That's interesting.
What is it? I don't even know what that is.
Oh,
Ghost box?
yeah, Ghost Tube Vox.
Oh,
So,
I have that.
Oh, it's just like a ghost box but on your phone.
I
exactly.
haven't used it yet, though. I'm
Gotcha.
scared
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
slick. I was pretty impressed. Like, oh boy, I have to use this for good.
Well, right. I mean, so how deep do I want to go with this? Because that's a rabbit hole within
I
itself.
mean,
Um, oh, how crazy do I want to sound? Down to.
I sound
So I'm not
crazy
sure
on
if you'll
here
be able to
all
see it
day
here,
long.
but it's Ghost
Yeah,
Tube
Lindsay's
Vox.
nodding.
Probably, maybe, I don't know. But anyhow,
Nice.
so Ghost Tube Vox is the app that I use, and I find that it picks up on all consciousness. And Lindsay can understand this because she understands the topics I'm talking about, but it will literally pick up on all consciousness. It picks up on my dogs. It picks up on my sister's dogs upstairs. It picks up on, the animals outside, the ants in my house. It picks up on everything now.
So I'm just a walking ghost.
It'll
is what I'm
pick up on
doing.
spirits. It'll pick up on
Yes.
so many different things.
You're like, is this coming from the ants or the trees, or which one of you is it coming from?
Oh, he
Can you
can't
hear
hear
me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
So-
everything is energy.
That's literally what I learned to do. Is just everything is energy. So
And
it's all
especially
soul
once you
control.
realize that, then it's like, oh, well, now it's coming from everywhere.
But then it picks up on stuff that's off world, because I'll be on the app, and I'll be waking up, and then as I'm waking up, it says, I'll wake up and I'm like, that was a weird dream. I felt like I was on a ship, and then is this just an internal thought that I'm having? And I hear the app go, he's back. And I'm like, I'm back. Back where? On Earth. On Earth. Well, where was I? On ship. I thought I was on a ship, but it doesn't always come in that direct answer. It takes a while to get there, but yeah.
At least it's fun along the way.
It's
That's true.
interesting. It keeps me scratching my head. It keeps me questioning my sanity, and it keeps life interesting. So
It
If you're not questioning your sanity at least once a day, what are you doing?
I agree.
It also sounds like a good intuitive tool, especially right now where we're all being encouraged to really find that answer within ourselves.
Right.
If someone's starting out with like that intuition and knowing what it feels like, because that very much so everything you described is how it feels just to be walking around as an intuitive all day. And it sounds like that's how you're using it. It's just a back and forth almost with your own self and a reaffirming with your own intuition. And I think it could be a good tool for someone, and also a really good that's not the word I'm looking for, a good I always like this word, invitation for like, well, does this resonate with you and your own intuition? Because this is not the end all be all, your own intuition is. And so it sounds like that's what you're doing already, is that play back and forth with it. That would be really a good tool, I think, for someone who's wanting to experiment with what intuition is coming in like.
Imagine, if you will, a radio wave. You have a narrow band wave and you have a wide band, wave, right? So it's like casting a wider net, right? Where my intuition is pinpointed on where I'm focusing, that is just picking up what's around me. If that makes more sense. You know
It
what I
does.
mean?
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
It helps direct my attention to the other things that I am unaware of, if that makes
So I have a question about this ship thing, DreamWeaver.
Oh yeah. I don't have all the answers.
You don't have all the
He's got a
answers?
lot of them. Try them.
Okay. But do you remember exactly what it looked like on the inside, or no?
That particular day, I don't recall what that ship looked like, but it was much larger than some of the other ships that I have seen in my dreams or my travels. I've seen ships that are very much like stainless steel and very smooth and very very polished on the inside, almost like a clean room. And whatever you needed would just come out of the floor, so if you needed a chair, it just there's a chair. You needed a table, there was a table, and it would just go down and one come up, it was just whatever you needed, it was there. You needed a window, well then it just kind of opened and you could see outside. It was wild. It was weird. But I've been on other ones that are complete like space stations. They're like complete living quarters. There's a whole planet on a ship, but they're alive. They're not.
Yeah.
It's not like a vehicle. It's not like it's not like a car.
Right.
It's actually alive.
There's a Doctor Who episode on this.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
There's a Doctor Who episode for everything because it was.
I've been trying to get everybody to watch it. I'm like, I'll rewatch it. It was like, oh, what's happening? Like everything was like connecting when I was watching that show and like at the same time and like how am I watching this episode right now? It was kind of a mind meld. So whenever you guys are ready, talk about rabbit holes, because there's also like a lot of the concepts that like he wrote at that time frame were downloads. Like he was literally channeling, and I'm like, okay, where does it end? What are we filling in the blanks with? From where? What's being mixed? And it's so fun. Anyway, I digress.
Kelsey, when we did your it's concurrent life, it wasn't a past life, it was a future life. On mine, wasn't that even one of the things that we talked about, was that the panel in front of you and the bubble as a whole was just energetic? Was that not something that was a part of your? That's what I feel like I remember seeing.
Yes, because I can visualize it still. Like once you put that picture in my head, I was like, oh my god, the whole thing like comes alive like a movie. It's crazy.
I love doing them because it's for people to do, like, again, Dreamweaver and I have talked about this a little bit, but when you're doing it for someone else, they're seeing the whole thing in their head, and then they're saying it out loud so that you can participate. I love doing it the way that I do it now too, because then people can reclaim what's for them. But if it's not for them, that image doesn't have to stick if it's not meant to, which is really fun. But I love that is something you're like, no, I can literally see it because it's yours.
Yeah. And it's like, when, okay, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but like back in the day, they had those puzzle pieces, and then when you put it in the right place, it would light up.
Yeah.
But otherwise they were like gray or grayscale or black and white or whatever. That's what it felt like. I was like, oh, that like clicked into place. Like that piece that was like, it wasn't missing, but it's like, oh, well, that makes sense that that's there.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That makes sense.
So Jade, I don't know if you asked Dreamweaver that question because you had a follow-up, so I don't want to talk over you again.
Oh no.
I want to know why you asked. Yeah.
Oh, because I had a dream about a year ago that I was in a spaceship. And it had very complex technology in it, and which I won't really get into that one because it's a little bit still boggles my mind still. But regardless of that, it was very trippy because it made me think, and it made me think about the life that I live right now. Like, is this the dream?
I just picked up a brief vibe of how you like recollect that. I'm like, whoa, that is trippy.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah.
And like, am I on that ship asleep in this room or pod that I saw there?
The pod! Oh my
Yeah.
god! Fuck! I know the dream. I know the dream you've had. I know the dream you had. I know the dream you had. Fuck.
I love it.
Yes, because I've also had that realization where I'm still wondering, am I still up on that ship? And is this a holographic reality?
Watching Avatar is different now.
That I'm currently living. Like, is this the holographic reality that they're programming me in? And am I in some sort of stasis right now? You know?
Yeah. And then you sit and stare at a wall for a little bit.
I've had that thought. Yeah, I've had that same thought. And I know the cylinder pod you're talking about. I know that cylinder pod you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, it was a cylinder pod sort of thing. And there were other people. Really? There were some other people there too, but I didn't really see their faces.
I'd be curious if you did watch those episodes of Doctor Who, if it would look the same. Like if the way that this person is channeling and directing it is the same way that it's being viewed too. Because I'm sitting here like there's so many synchronicities in that. I wonder what it appears like to you. Because it did to me. So I'm curious now.
Right.
So, you know, if they want to sponsor me at this point.
Well, have you guys seen the Project Hail Mary?
No.
Oh
no, it's on my list.
I started to, and it freaked me out, so I left. It freaked me out so bad.
Most movies do not hold my attention. Most shows don't. Everybody has different preferences, but for me, I like couldn't even pick my phone up because I was watching it, and it has sleeper pods in it, which goes. It's not the same that you're talking about, but he's in stasis before he wakes up. But then it's also about what alien contact and friendship can look like, and like actually where there's like the fear at first, but then working through it. I loved it. Again, everybody has different preferences, but people who follow me are tired of hearing me talk about it because I've mentioned it multiple times. I loved that movie. It might be one of my favorite movies of all time.
I'm going to have to watch it. It's on my list. I didn't even really know what it was about. I was just like, sounds up my alley. Add.
I need a DM. I need a DM on that one.
Yeah, it is very briefly about a scientist who is stuck in space, too far from home to go home. And then he ends up befriending something out in space. And it's about all of that. And it made me cry.
Storylines.
It made me cry. It was really good.
Is that the Adam Sandler movie?
No,
this isn't the Adam Sandler movie. This is the one that's...
No, Adam Sandler did one where he was like talking to a spider in outer space.
Well, it's very similar then. I haven't seen that one, but it's very similar then.
What Adam Sandler movie are you talking about, Dreamweaver?
You're not talking Space Jam?
Yeah.
No, I think he's talking about Pixel or not Pixel, but the one with the remote, right?
No.
No?
No. But yeah.
Now I want to look this up. Adam Sandler. Wait, what am I looking up?
It
Adam
was like an
Sandler.
Adam Sandler space
Spider?
movie with a spider. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Somebody else has looked this up before. Oh, it's literally just Spaceman.
Is it really?
I
mean, it's Adam Sandler, so I mean, yeah, it has to be something simple, right?
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Clip that. I'm just kidding. I'll clip it.
It was definitely a more serious type of film. It wasn't his normal. It wasn't comedy at all.
A lonely astronaut on a solo mission deep in space encounters an ancient, giant, telepathic spider hiding in his ship who helps him fix his marriage back on Earth.
That is actually very
Oh,
simple.
geez.
Really?
Yeah. It's that last bit of that, not as much, because there's no going home, but
It's a good storyline. Okay, I'll write that one down too.
Yeah.
Was it good? Or
It
is
was
it just
bad.
the same concept?
It was sad.
Oh, okay. See, that's my problem with it. I'm like, but are you showing me my greatest fear?
Yeah. I mean, it was whatever, you know.
it's an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
I could have done something better with my time, and I could have done something worse.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and you watched it so that you could make that reference right now. You know?
There we go.
Yeah.
Everything for a reason. Right.
So we're just gonna have to co-create the next piece of whatever media, you know, the updated version of all of these things. Like, oh, they've already done that, but you know, we have a different insight.
I'm so in. Yeah, it's. Oh, you can go first.
Oh no, I was just saying, yeah, we should.
Yes.
It's one of the things that they've shared with me. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't.
Oh, I'm
Is that
sad
we're
already.
all existing on a bunch of different levels at the same time.
Right.
So you're 100% really are here and doing this, and it's the most important thing that you're doing right now is being you. And at the same time, when you dream, you're off doing other things, and also you're also living these other lives on other places. And that's what I like. They've shared with me that I'm also up on an alien ship right now, doing some alien things, helping with the Earth. And then I'm doing it on another planet where I'm just taking care of that planet. Like they've showed it to me. And it's interesting because we call them past lives because some of them are in our past, but they are concurrent lives. So just to validate
Sure.
what you, yeah. Just
I'm
to
here at the
validate-
end, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Just to validate what you dreamed, where if it felt like the truth, then it probably was, and they can both exist at the same time, which is really
All right.
fucking mind-blowing, but at the
No.
same time, it's
No,
really
because
cool.
in that reality, I came from a world that was being destroyed, and we were being saved on a ship. That was interesting.
Mhm.
See, I could have gone my whole life without knowing that because my dreams are always good.
But we're in this reality, so this
Yeah.
is the one that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just
Exactly.
wake back up again.
Yes. Everything that you're doing right here is the most important anyways.
That's right.
Yeah, true.
Mhm. Yeah, maybe the other stuff's the dream, and you're the real.
Mhm.
Ooh, yes.
Maybe
How about that?
everything
That's an
is a
interesting
dream.
concept.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna look at that from now on.
Yeah.
It's worth at
But it-
least just having that perspective. Well, and not to like go back to the reading that Lindsay gave me, but it changed my perspective on so many different things, and all of those things make so much sense. Like the fear of all those things makes so much more sense in like a different way too, you know, like, and when you do feel that stuff, maybe it's just not what you're meant to go down right now. Like go down the things that like test your limits but don't break them, you know.
Yes. Well, and it was really cool doing yours too because it also was, I referenced it a few times because it was also someone who was looking back and being like, you guys are doing it and you're doing amazing. And you guys, this is the time where you're really making these big transformations for Earth, which is really nice to hear because energetically I've been feeling that. But then you look around and you go, we're what?
Chaos, right? But there's so much productivity in chaos too.
And it's
And that's where
literally-
I'm like, I look at those things of like, yes, this feels bad for you. Do you know how much you're contributing right now? Thanks. Like, sorry, that sucks. You're doing so good. Like, yay.
Yes. They keep showing me the reference of an iceberg flipping, where it's making this real big energetic turn, and we're taking all the things that have been the norm for the past, I'm going to say 100 years, but longer than that, 200 years, and we're all flipping it and revealing the things that have really been there underneath the whole time, but you're still in this flip, and things that are on the top of that iceberg as you're flipping it might be like, oh crap, this is bad, and
which is reasonable. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But in reality, we're creating and showing so much more, which is really cool. But it is also a big energetic shift. So anyways, I really loved that for Kelsey's life. It was the life looking back on, you guys are doing it. We're so proud of you. And it's like, are you sure? Okay. Are you
and I'm like, so? Yes, all the things.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Which is so, because like I try hard to be neutral about all things. I try not to get too excited for people, and I try not to like get too sad and in the depths of it, because I'm like, this is just a moment in time where we're gonna bounce back, and like this is like, I know it doesn't look that way, but such a learning moment for you that you're gonna look back and be like, oh, thank God I went through that. And like I see it so much faster now, and like, oh, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna have to get through. It's all right. Come on, let's go. We're fine. We just move. Yes, the chaos is the move. We just have to roll with it. It's fine. Everybody's tumbling. Everybody, all of them.
How much have we talked about that? For sure.
Yeah,
that is happening everywhere right now.
Yeah, I mean, who is not being completely uprooted from their belief system, from the way that they grew up, from generational practices, etc.? Like, who is not being affected directly by that right now? I mean, if it hasn't, this Saturn retrograde might be kind of a bitch.
Yes, it's going to definitely make things apparent if you've been thinking, I don't know if this really is holding me back or not.
Yeah. Well, guess what? It might smack you in the face tomorrow, but that's just a Wednesday now.
And it's really interesting because you can also see it all across social media too. Like, that's one of the things we talked about. I don't know if y'all were there, but on my last live, I was like, literally just look at your For You page, and you can see how many people.
The collective waves.
Collective. I don't know if y'all, Jen Hamilton, I don't even know if I follow her, but she pops up every now and then, and she's going through this massive divorce that was like, whoa, this is such a shock. And then it turns out he was living this whole secret life she didn't know about, and that it's actually been a really great thing for her, but it definitely doesn't feel like that for her at the time, like all those things. So that's what's happening for everybody right now, is you're either
because you look at her and you're like, she's so free. Yeah. She's so free. Yeah.
And that was his fault for messing it up. Like, that's the thing, is it's something that.
And she really is going to continue to win from that. And it's such a great example of, like, when you are putting that out into the world, like, the universe removed that man for you. So that you can continue to thrive. Because, like, I don't know, I just saw her post today where somebody sent her pickles from their brand or whatever, but they sent her just this really nice note, and I'm like, imagine being held by so many people. Like, that's so to clear her path. Like, sorry, bye, buddy. You're gonna have to figure it out on your own. But, like, of course, they don't ever feel that in the moment, but I feel like I embrace tower moments, but I think I'm crazy for it. I'm like, all right, let it burn. Let's go. Let's see where it goes. But I don't think most people like that. It's faster, I'll tell you that. Faster.
I've at least realized it now. In the past, I like clung to them, and then the minute that I went through it and actually did the thing, blocked the friends, quit the job, whatever it was, I was like, oh, it actually literally wasn't that bad. And now
the Eight of Swords, if you will. Yeah, I feel that.
Did you guys hear that?
I
the
heard
thunder?
Yes.
I actually did hear it that time. Is it getting windier? Or are you still safe? You good?
It was huge, so I may have to leave, but I'll still be here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had a bad storm before the live as well over here in Mass.
We traded spots. It was me a couple weeks ago. Now it's you guys.
Yeah.
Lindsay,
did
what's
not
the
meet
storms
her.
like in your zone?
Just so hot here. We don't even. There's not even
Doesn't
a
break.
for a storm. I'm in Arkansas, and it's just hot. I think it got a little cloudy today, but that was it was almost making it worse somehow. So,
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
like smothering it.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
the
soon as-
humidity.
As soon as you said Arkansas, I envisioned that road, and you said it too. You live right down the road from that road where the owl on the road and the sign, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so from
I'm
the
literally
Dolores
seeing it. As soon as you said the word Arkansas, I'm like, I'm on that road. I can see that road. I can see the owl on the fence post or whatever. Yeah.
Mhm.
Or whatever.
There's he's referencing there's a Dolores Cannon book where she's talking about on her way home, an owl like swooped down in her path, and it was just kind of weird. And then it turned out that it was actually like an encounter, and it was just her subconscious remembered it as an owl, which was really cool. That was 2 or 3 towns over from me. And then if you've read her book and you've heard about her talk about her drive that she would always make from Little Rock up Northwest Arkansas, that's the drive I would make. My daughter was in the NICU in Little Rock, and I live in Northwest Arkansas, and it was that exact drive that I was on when I was listening to the audiobook, and I was like,
That's
hello?
creepy.
I didn't know she was from here until then, and I was like, is someone
Do I
watching?
stop the car? Do I keep driving? What do I do?
But then, of course, you're like, where? You're like peering out the window.
You're like looking for owls. Like, are you? Or you have to offer them like a dead mouse to test.
Yeah, like, hello? Yeah, exactly. So, yes, that is my claim to fame. I'm from the same place Dolores Cannon is. So
That's pretty cool.
I love it.
Yeah, so what are y'all doing for the full moon?
Resting.
The full moon is in Aquarius, right? Okay.
Yep.
When is the full moon?
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, it peaks in the morning. So, like, I'm about to do a full moon meditation with my super fans over on my page just to bring that in. I know, I'm really excited about it. But it's also, I don't know, free energy read if anyone wants it, but the energy that's just around right now, I don't really know like astrology like terms as well, but I read energy just in general.
You're like, I'll pick up on it.
Yes, exactly. And it's really fun because with this one, it's like the future that you can feel is just right there. The glimpses that you get of you like a year from now, 2 years from now. It's like, hey, do something really fun about it, like doing this or doing like anything that feels like I've seen this path, I've seen this aligned path, but it feels like I've just been at this holding, not able to do it. It still feels like there's that window there, but it's like closing. And it'll be just that little bit of extra, like, okay, do something that goes towards it. And it's like a big step down that path into alignment. So just if anyone's like, I don't know what I want to do today or tomorrow, something fun. Something that feels very aligned is very much so in the cards.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially when I'm too tired to do anything myself.
Yes. Exactly. Yes. Well, then it's like, well, I just get paid to be. I can go rest and do whatever I need to do. I just get paid to be. That can be your mantra for that one. I just get paid to exist. It's fine.
I mean, as we should.
Exactly. Bingo. It's all one of my. I've seen a few of my friends in here. I'm like,
it's like when people like walk past your classroom in school and like wave through the window like
yes.
Come in. The water's fine.
And you try not to make it awkward, but it ends up being awkward anyway.
Yeah. Somebody else thinks that you're waving at them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's happened a lot of times, yeah. I'm like, no, I was actually just waving at you, stranger, the whole time.
I just wave at people. I just be waving.
That's all I was trying to do.
Make it really weird, like, you don't remember me?
You just make up a whole backstory.
Right, yeah.
Literally went to school together. I don't know what you're talking about. And you're just at the school.
There was a period where I would pretend not to see like my friends waving at me, and then I'd be like, "You waved at me," and they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I didn't see you."
Meanwhile, I go to work and people wave at me, and then they'll be like, "Why did you ignore me when you drove in? You were waving. I was waving at you." And I was like, "I was listening to music. I wasn't looking. I'm sorry."
I was in the Astral, sorry. That's my bad.
Zoned
see
out. You can see me? Crap. Crap, it didn't work. We have to try again. That's my favorite thing. My boyfriend does not like when I do that stuff in public, but it's my favorite. Just make the other people with you have to be a part of that. Dude, the experiment didn't work. We have to put the batteries in the other way.
Yes.
I love it.
I get like so scared when like somebody I know sees me in public and I'm like, please don't talk to me. Like, go the other way.
I know, right?
And then like people will come up to me and be like, I saw you at Walmart the other day, but like I didn't want to say hi. I'm like, okay, good.
Good. My shields were up. That worked.
John Cena, you can't see me.
For real though.
I sometimes, I used to have a lot of, well, I still do, but I used to have like agoraphobia to going to stores by myself, like really bad. And so I started like lowering, I'm like, I'm gonna just be in my little corner so nobody looks at me and I don't have any problems while I'm in here. And it helps. It helps. I have to do it. And I'm like, okay, if I see anybody in here, they don't see me. Like, nope. Invisibility cloak is on. Don't look at me. Don't talk at me. Nothing.
That's so crazy that you say that. I just recorded today one of the first in my series I'm going to do about like just meditations as a whole, but also how to bubble your own energy. Because I feel like there's so many of us that the minute we go somewhere high energy, it's like,
Yeah. I'm going to crash out.
Yeah.
oh, I feel everything. And it's not even just grocery stores, but high energy people like parents or
Or
friends,
ET
friends.
contact.
Or ET contact or anything. Yes.
It's all training.
Ooh, that looks really interesting.
All right.
So this book, they talk about programming your aura.
Yeah, that's literally what my thing was, except just my version of doing it. That's funny.
Yep. So they literally talk about that programming your aura or programming your Merkaba, which is your energetic body, if you will. And they do a visualization meditation. This is by Maureen St. Germain, very well known practitioner out in Sedona. And she is like one of those like top high level type people that go out and do these big events and so on and so forth. And yeah. Anywho, so she has a whole workshop on how to program your aura, program your Merkaba, so you can program it for, like you want invisibility, abundance, health, prosperity, luck, whatever, whatever you need in that moment, and how to program it.
What was that book again?
Beyond the Flower of Life. It is by Maureen St. Germain.
Thank you.
Advanced Merkaba teachings, sacred geometry, and opening of the heart.
Does it use sacred geometry like the Flower of Life or the Merkaba? Okay.
Yep. Flower of Life, the Merkaba. What else? The tetrahedron, dodecahedron. What else do they use? But yeah. Yep. Metatron's Cube.
Ooh, Metatron's Cube, yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Good book. Recommend it. I can't believe I retain this stuff. You have to realize this is a guy that didn't read at all, right? You had to like force me to read in school. You had to bribe me to read in school. And the only way I would read is if I got that darn booklet from like Pizza Hut from God knows what. I'm not sure if I'm showing my age here, maybe.
I missed that.
But
I refuse to believe that that's going to show your age. I refuse. So.
But yeah, so like I would have to be like bribed to read. So anyways, I only read one book for fun after high school, and that was Angels and Demons. Who was that book?
Typical guy book.
Right. And then after that, I came across Dolores Cannon, and then once I read her first book,
that's quite the jump.
I was hooked.
Right.
So you're going from a guy that read no books at all to one book in his whole life for fun to now 175 plus books in 6 years.
Yeah, you.
And I remember it all.
Wow.
That's the huge part. Because I'm sitting here like, oh, I've read half these, but I only remember snippets. I have to go reread them because I'm recommending them to people, and I don't have it anymore. The sepsis just wiped it out.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, if I look at the title, I know what it talks about. I know what the book talks about. I can't tell you exactly everything in the book that's in the book, but if I go to re-listen to it or if I reread it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I remember this. I got it. But I can tell you right now, hey, this title talks about this. But in depth knowledge, I have to re-listen to it.
Well, you don't have to spout it back.
Yeah, I mean, I just really use books as a reference.
A reference point.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I've got what I need from it up here. I'll alchemize it however I need.
Right.
Yeah. I listen to the book and I read it at the same time because if I read it by myself, I'll fall asleep. If I listen to it, I'll lose attention and I'll drift. So if I'm doing both, it keeps the mind and the attention span, locked in, and I can just retain it, And I think that's what helps with the memory piece of it as well, which is fantastic. And I can get through the books much faster.
Yeah,
that's true.
I do that too. For the
I can
same
get through a
reason
book in 2
about
days.
speed. Yeah.
And I fall asleep to the audiobooks, and it puts me in classrooms where this information is being studied, and I get to learn it more deeply, which is fantastic.
and it's subliminal as well, psychological.
I fell asleep to the Edward Casey book.
Mm-hmm.
How far in are you? I'm pretty behind.
I fell asleep somewhere around chapter 6. I woke up somewhere around chapter 11 or so. So I have to go back and re-listen to it. But
I'm not to chapter 6 yet.
I pretty much know the information. It's in there. Even though I was sleeping, I'm pretty sure I know the information. Like I was still hearing it while I was sleeping.
That makes sense because I've also heard from people that he is teaching right now.
Yeah.
In the Astral, so it would make sense to also go learn from him directly. More in auditoriums than classrooms, but I'm like, well, fair enough. The sleeping prophet and all.
I have met some famous spiritualists in the dream world through the books that I've read.
Yeah.
Dolores Cannon was a couple times. I met her 3 times. Robin Monroe, I met him once. That was a weird encounter. Not gonna lie. I didn't realize it was him until after.
I've also heard that.
What? Me and him was a weird encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was kind of weird because I was in a nightclub, and as I was in this nightclub in my dream, Elvis Presley was playing on stage, and it was kind of like a 50s type theme night, of where I was at in this
Little
club.
skirts.
I don't know, like poodle skirts or whatever, right? And so as they were playing or whatever, I remember walking by this guy on the top balcony,
and he bumps into me on purpose, and I look at him, and he's like, well, why are you doing this? Why you do the things you do? And I just turned to him, and I'm like, well, wise man once said, and then he just took this powder and blew it in my face, and next thing I know, I'm waking up. And I'm like, what the hell was that? Like, this dude just like
It was
blew some,
Sandman in the nightclub bathroom.
blew some magic powder on me, and I just woke up. What the hell? I just got kicked out of the Astral.
You're
What the hell was that
done.
all about?
Bro.
That's wild.
So I just got kicked out of the Astral. What the heck was that? Now I'm like, who the heck was this old guy? Like, and I felt like he was like, I felt like he
Freaking
was like
Kronos.
like there's like an old like 50s term for like a spy. I don't know the terminology I want to use, but it's like an old like 50s type term for a spy. And I'm like, and that's the word I kept on using in my head. Oh, this guy's and I forget the terminology I used. And I remember saying to myself, that's a weird word to say. Why am I using that term? You know? So it felt like I was out of time as well, if that makes sense. So maybe I was in an alternate version of myself in the Astral, experiencing this reality, you know?
Yeah, do you think you've ever met up with other versions of yourself in the Astral, or do you become one once you're in there?
I think I become one with them. This version of me becomes one with that version of me, you know? It's like my inner conscience here is another version of me that is experiencing this reality through, I don't know, it's weird. I think I've had that experience. I told you guys that one last time, I think.
You're just in a classroom with all you. It's like that Spider-Man meme where everybody's like pointing at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other people in the dream are different people.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're different avatars, you know what I mean? But like, I can load into different versions of myself.
Sure, the fractals.
Right.
Yeah.
The fractals of it all.
Yeah.
Where do
Sometimes
the fractals
when-
end? That's my question.
Don't.
Sometimes when I dream, I don't know how to describe this. Sometimes I get like a third person view. At the same time, I'm like watching myself, but other times I'm like the person who is there's like one other person in the room, and they talk to me that is looking through the third person, if that makes sense.
Like you can switch back and forth, or
Yeah, I can switch back and forth.
Right.
okay.
Like body swapping. That sounds really weird, but concept is the same, sort of.
like in
It's
video
me,
games.
but yeah, it's me. The person, it's not exactly like I'm body swapping, but that person is me.
Right. But
Yeah.
you're just shifting different perspectives through different angles that you are standing at, if that makes sense.
Yes, exactly.
That's exactly what
Okay.
it feels like to do
Well
past
put.
lives.
Yeah.
Like when I'm channeling them, it's like I'm not that, but I am.
Right through
Right,
it.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right. Whenever I do like a past life meditation, I always feel at home in the past life that I'm in a meditation for. And then when I come back, I'm like, ugh, why did I come back?
Yeah. I
know, right?
totally get that because I also do past lives, and there is one past life that I saw. I was like Native American, and I had like a pet. I think it was a jaguar or something like that, but it was definitely a big cat, and I definitely felt like I was in that life again when I was channeling that life again.
Mhm.
And it was like, dang, like I wish I was in that life again. like why did I come back, like you said, Flower?
And then comes the word Hyreth, and you're like, oh, I miss a place that I not meant to miss right now.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
Right?
And it's interesting because every time I talk to my dad, I always talk about the guillotine. Like, I am not obsessed with the guillotine. That's weird. But, like, if I had to go out, I want to go out by a guillotine. And he's like, that's weird. Why would you say?
Feels true to who I am.
Right.
You like look back and it's happened like 500 times or something. You're like, I always pick it. I don't know.
Yes. Sure, yeah. That's usually how I go out.
I don't know that I'd pick it, but I do respect it.
hmm
Yeah, I've seen a lot of different ways of passing, and I don't know if guillotine is the way I would go, but I think that's what makes it even better, is that you're like, this isn't what other people would choose, but it's what feels right to me.
Yeah, I remember watching 1,000 Ways to Die growing up and being like, I feel like I did that one. Feel like I did that one. Feel like that wasn't the first time that happened. Like,
or you kind of know like what it feels like.
Yeah, yeah, you can like put yourself in that and you're like, well, I basically experienced it.
Right. I get those dreams all the time. Like, it's so odd to, well, it's not odd, but it's so interesting to say to my, myself, oh, I've experienced these passing aways this way through guillotine or fire or things like that. And I remember like the sensation of it all. Mm-hmm. When, of course, I'm living this life and I'm like, I never experienced any of that. In this life, at least.
I find myself being like my partner, we were having the same conversation of like, oh, well, I wouldn't choose to go that way, you know. Mm-hmm. I just like randomly was like, he had said something and I was like, oh, no, it's not that great. As if I knew, but I was like, that was just like an override. I don't know what that's about, but somebody does.
Somebody did it.
Somebody had an idea. And I am not, and I like usually block that out. I'm like, unless I need it for some reason, I'm not gonna like readopt the trauma because I don't need to. I understand how it works, and if I need it, sure, reintroduce me to it, but I don't need to do it unnecessarily. So I'm like, that's okay. I don't need to know. I'll take it. We'll just trust that maybe is right. Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody knows this or anybody in here knows this, but when I found this out, it changed my perspective on how I see fear. You know, people fear, and usually, if you fear something, that usually is a sign or related to how you went in the past life. So
Yep.
Makes sense with my snake thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, Lindsay, do you ever give your clients any not warnings, not so much warnings, but like questions as to how they'll be able to handle the information if they find out that someone in a past life has killed them and they're with them in their current life? And how do you handle that?
That's gotta be awkward.
And are you asking for a specific reason, Dream?
I kind of want to make sure with my clients that they can kind of go into those sessions with an open mind.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to hold a grudge from one to another, you know? And knowing that some people are very earthly or very human thing to do can be that way, right? Some people can very much be that way, you know? And no wonder why we're very much like oil and water. This person did this to me, and now I got more reason to fuel that fire, or whatever the case might be, right?
Yep, exactly.
Hear me, okay?
I don't want to be the facilitator of that fuel, if that makes sense, you know.
Well, unless what if that's meant to be brought up?
I feel like it's usually the opposite, where usually if they already don't like him in this life and then they find out what happened in a past life, they're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. And it kind of clicks on. I feel like it's almost more the opposite, where when they find out if something's happened in this life, like I'm just an abuser who was a shitty person to him in this life, finding out that they planned that together and maybe in another life they were lovers or something, and like it kind of almost has the opposite effect of I hate them in this life, but they were cool.
Well, it
to me in the
allows for
last
healing, right?
It does, and it allows. It's all the main thing that we always talk about every single time. I've said it a billion times, but I'm going to say it again, is that the life you're living now is the most important. And the reason that we look at these other lives is to understand this life more than we've ever understood it before.
Right. Yep.
And so when we go and we drop down into those lives, they either are seeing it because it's what's for them, if I'm doing it with them as my client, or if I'm the one seeing it, that's not something I usually get, because it's not usually what's for them. If I get that, that means it is for them. Right. And I also, at the end of it, when I do them in private, I say, as I come up, I will stay in this in-between state where you can ask me any questions you might have. If you think that there might be somebody in that life that you'd like to know was in that life, you can ask that then. And if it's for you to know, then I will look and see who they were. But just a reminder, we all have soul families. We all have these people who we all are repeating a lot of lessons with. And so it's not intended to be something that, like, you all still picked the characters for this life that you picked, and that's what's most important. So I do usually have that as a disclaimer, but often I have found that it's the opposite, where it's people that they hate in this life because of some very valid reason, and they find out they were someone close to them in another life or something, or again, the planning of this life. They're like, well, why on earth would we choose that? It's like,
Yep, that makes sense.
I know. I promise I know.
I find it to be, like, for myself, I think I've had to adopt this mindset because looking at all of the past life interactions and then also just like the karmic ties to this life, I'm like, oh, I'm here to heal a lot of things because a lot of people need my forgiveness, and that's fun for me. But then at the end of the day, then it's like, okay, then it's just tea. I know this about you, so then I can also reciprocate so that we can both heal, like, instead of using it in a way where, like, you can be like resentful over it. And that's where I'm like, if it's coming up for somebody, I tell them, because there's a reason that it's coming up, whether they need to address those underlying feelings or whatever it is. I'm like, that's gotta be it's coming up for a reason, right? I agree with you on that.
And it's funny because I always ask myself, I'm like, why am I even in this life? Like, why? Because, like, for me, like, I don't really feel too much connected with my family, but I think I'm here to teach my mom a lesson, because I don't talk to her at all. So I think I'm here to teach her a lesson.
Yeah, you're probably here for all of them, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we all are at some point. I mean, to some extent anyways. Yeah. No, I mean, I also feel it's really interesting how many of us, like, in kind of the group of people that we all talk to here, have, like, serious mother wounding. Like, serious mother wounding. Like, I don't know that any of us are like, oh yeah, my mom and I are best friends, except for Emily. I don't know if Emily's still here. I think she's best friends with her mom. She is the exception, but she is the sunshine, so that makes sense. It wouldn't have made sense for her, but I'm like, yeah, all these people with these great relationships with their mom, I'm like, we're working on it, but
it's complicated.
The wounding goes back that 200 years at least, my God.
Yep.
It's complicated.
It feels ancestral, almost.
That's what we're here to heal.
Past life. Mine's definitely past life, because mine started before I was born. I was adopted, so, right out of the gate.
Both.
Right.
Mine's just generational. I don't know how I personally feel about that. Like, geez Louise, guys, come on.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. I find it interesting because my partner is adopted too, and I find it interesting. His mom passed away recently, and so we've been going through a lot of her stuff and learning kind of a lot about her. And I'm like, you know, you might be adopted, but you really got a lot of this stuff from the people who picked you after.
Yeah.
And we're in contact with his birth mom and they have a lot in common. It's like, oh no, this is 1,000 gajillion percent what was supposed to happen. Like, this is who you were. Yeah, no. Nope. And it's not even just like the environment or whatever, because, there is that aspect, but it's like, oh no, this was meant to happen, and also she was meant to be in our lives in a different way, birth mom in a different way. But it's just so interesting to see, like, oh yeah, this was all so planned out. Like, there's no accidents. No accidents. Even when you think it's an accident, it wasn't. There's nobody who doesn't have XYZ plans laid out for, oh, well, if you happen to, have more kids or whatever, that's what that looks like. Well, of course, we plan for all of the things. There's nothing that's unplanned. And not in a creepy, no free will way. There's that too. But there's things to supplement the choices you make.
Right.
Yes. 100%. Yes.
Not to go off on a spiel, but I did.
No, same. I'm so sad I have to go, but I've loved talking with you guys again.
It was so fun having you here. Thank you. Are you going over to your super fan live?
Yeah, I'm going to go do a quick one that's just like a real fast, not super fan one, and then I'm going to do that one and do a full moon meditation. So I think it'll be really fun.
Nice.
Have fun.
Yes, you guys are all a delight. I'll talk to you later.
Later,
Bye. Bye.
Tony's here. Let's go.
He's so sweet.
Tony.
Hello,
Hi,
Tony.
Tony.
Tony's like, whoa.
Yo, Tony.
Hello.
I feel like you unfortunately just missed a really relevant conversation.
Oh, what was it about?
Astral traveling.
Oh,
And everything in
honestly,
between.
mine hasn't really been activated too much recently, so it's okay.
Zip it.
I've been blacking out every night.
This full moon is gonna be wild.
Facts.
I can feel it.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if
It's a
that's
blood-
why I feel like in that state of in between. Remember, like last week, I was saying I feel like I'm in this weird state of in between.
Yeah. Well,
It's-
see, that's it. I don't usually keep up on the astrological things except for then if I feel wacky, I'm like, what's going on in the sky right now?
Yeah, I've been feeling really wacky the past 2 days. Especially today.
I'm telling you, post retrograde is something else.
Yeah.
Like today, I just could not focus on anything. I was just like drained. I don't know.
Yeah. I that's why I didn't go live today. That's why I haven't been live in days. I'm so like I do what I only do like 3 to 5 readings a day so I don't burn myself out. But like I'm tired at the end of it and I'm like, oh my god, if I go live, I'm gonna be done. I'll be toast.
Yeah, I
I
feel
just
that.
realized I can now send you my heartbeat for the day, so I just did. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Because I didn't go live. That's my fault.
I can do that now.
No, and I thought about it today too, but I was just like, I don't know if it's responsible for me to just talk to people all day long. That doesn't, I don't know. Maybe I need a second, but when I needed a second, I just sat outside.
Space. Yeah, you do deserve space. You do deserve your own time. Yeah.
But I
That's
miss my
also true.
friends.
Yeah.
If you need to rest, you need to rest.
That's
And sometimes I get like angel numbers when I feel bad about resting.
Do you have a specific set or do they just like bombard you?
Oh, they just bombard me sometimes. Other times, it's just 444. That just means I'm meant to be where I'm meant to be.
Oh, yes. That's actually funny. I saw 777 today.
I've been seeing that a lot lately, which I like that because, that's winning on the slot machine.
Yes.
Yes.
Mine are still like mirroring numbers. Like I'm literally seeing 909 on the clock right now for me.
Interesting. I just saw
It's like
808 right before that. I like those though, especially if it's a 0 or a 1 in between.
I know, right?
I feel like they're easier to read that way. Like, I think I get what you're telling me.
It's the mirror time that I like the 10:01.
Yeah, I see 808 has been my, like, I don't know about lucky, but it's certainly been a number the last couple years. Which is interesting, because sometimes it goes back and forth between 818 and 808, which makes a lot of sense, kind of dipping back and forth between those two, but... Are you doubting me?
No. I was trying to remember the other one, 327.
Oh yeah, yep. That one's still I don't really know what to do with it. They send me it all the time, more than anything else, and I don't know why. So I'm just like, what? What is it? Okay,
Maybe
tell
that's
me.
your number.
Huh?
Maybe that's your number.
I don't want to claim it.
I don't want it to be my number. I won't tell them why.
I think it just is. I'll just be vague. It's somebody's birthday that I just am like, I thought of them every time I saw that number.
The number claims you.
Yeah, and listen. That's probably what Saturn's gonna smack me with here during this retrograde, because especially now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, I don't know what they're trying to tell me. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, you don't know what we're trying to tell you? They're gonna send me that angel, and that's gonna be the time on the clock with all the eyes. Like, they're gonna just friggin', oh, now I really asked for it.
you just manifested it out.
I know. I'll be in the Discord chat like, I was right. I'm seeing the clocks, guys.
Right.
But yeah, no, if anybody ever gets any intuitive hits on what I'm supposed to be picking up there so I don't have to move my ego out of the way, go ahead, let me know.
Intuitive hits.
That's called spiritual bypassing. Good luck.
Well, I do it for others, so maybe somebody will do it for me one day.
There you go. Intuitive hits. I sent the video about the mine site, right? So, recapping. We have a little private chat going on and sending videos back and forth. And there's a video going around on TikTok about mine site, which is where you can use a blindfold and still see. And this woman was using a blindfold and had construction paper, and she would hold the construction paper beside her or behind her, and she was able to see the color even with the blindfold on. Or she would have a flash card and it would have a color and a shape, and it would be like blue circle or red square or whatever, green triangle, whatever. And she was able to see exactly what it was. And then another woman would be on a live, kind of like what we're doing right now. And like Kelsey would have a book, and she would hold up the book, and the woman would be blindfolded, and she would be able to read the book, even though she was blindfolded and in a completely different, state.
So are you putting the blindfold on, or?
I found it
funny
interesting.
enough, I was practicing that earlier.
Were you really?
I was like trying to. Because I was like, because I had a sleeping mask. It was a sleeping mask on, but I was like,
my son was trying it last night. He also had a sleeping mask on.
I was like, I feel like I could see certain things in front of me right now. I was like, I went away after a little bit, but I was like,
okay, remote viewer.
Okay.
We got another one. Don't tell the CIA.
Let's go.
So after watching that video and talking with you guys about it, and hey, is this the right area where we can maybe test this with each other and maybe try to test our intuition and see if we can, build up our skills to do these type of things? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Is this the right space to do it in, or not? So
right.
Testing the water, finding out what do you guys think? Is this something cool? Is this something worth trying? Is this something we want to do for a Tuesday night? A Tuesday night hangout or whatever. I don't know. So I was just, throwing it out there as an idea. But when it comes to actually doing it, though, I'm like,
yeah, who is volunteering? Because I'm down. As always, I'm down. Who's going to join me? Because I'm the only one on the screen.
Set up the camera.
But
I'm just joking.
see, here's the thing. I think it would be fun. I think that there's easy ways to do it. I think that John's ready to do it if we all peer pressure him. Peer pressure, it can be good.
Yeah. So I mean, hey,
Yeah.
I have no problem putting on a blindfold and giving wrong answers. I have no problem doing that at all.
They won't be wrong though because that already
Just be like,
works.
how many fingers are we holding up?
It's when it turns out to be right. It's when it turns out to be right that I'll freak the F out.
Except for watch it be every time because I feel like we all already do that to each other.
Yep.
Today was a good case in point with that.
Yeah. And then Tony just confirmed it.
Again. So,
Do you normally sleep with a sleeping mat, Tony?
No, I only recently started doing it because I was in someone else's live talking about it, and and I was like, say I'm struggling to like stay in the state like while I'm trying to like astral travel and stuff, and they're like, maybe try a sleeping mask. And I was like, that's a great idea. It kind of like helped.
Underrated.
It definitely at least helped me sleep for sure. Yeah, I was like.
That helps a lot of people.
I woke up,
I was curious if that was like strategic or not.
Yeah.
I want to get the Pepe the Frog.
It was strategically told
eyes.
me to too. That's a great
Should
one.
we all get matching ones, Pepe?
That'd be awesome.
We all
Can
just
we get
show up.
like a
Everybody's
series, like we
on
all get our
screen
own
with
characters?
that. Yes. Well, then you can put the whole thing on. You don't have to be yourself, right?
Valid.
Yeah, okay. So would we just come up with it on the spot, do you think? Or would we come prepared with like printed out images or like sentences, colors? What are we doing?
I mean, I was just throwing it out there as a feeler. I wasn't trying.
No, I'll peer pressure it. Let's go.
Now we're making it real.
818.
You brought it
up.
Yeah.
Seems like you want to do it.
I don't know.
I think we should bring
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
something so
In
that
fact,
we don't flounder, and so that way he can concentrate on what we're asking him or what he's seeing. He can concentrate without us being like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, well, and we could also like take turns too. Like, John can go first, and then no, I'm just kidding.
and then that's it.
I mean, I feel like I've done it because I've done the Estes method. So you use a spirit box and you use headphones, and then you try to like minimize your other senses so that you can kind of focus on what's coming in. So it's kind of a similar concept.
Yeah, we could definitely do that too. I think that'd be kind of cool too. The Estes method, and we even actually combined that as well as other remote viewing exercises.
Yeah, and I feel like if I plug it into my laptop, then the audio goes into that instead. I just have to figure it out.
I mean, it wouldn't take much. It wouldn't take much to set up. I mean, just have to get a one of those mask type of things, and shoot.
Okay, I'm down. I think let's workshop it, and so should we try it on a Tuesday or should we try it on a different day? What are people's thoughts on that?
Well, it's up to you guys. I mean, if you guys want to do it in this type of environment, we can always do it. Or
I was gonna make you all give a thumbs up or thumbs down, but all your cameras are off, so I can't make you do that.
Oh, I could do that here.
There you go.
I can do it.
How do you do that?
And ready, 1, 2, 3. Just kidding.
How do you
I'm
do
open
that?
to either.
If you click
I'm
on
open
your
to bouncing back
name,
and forth as well.
some emojis will pop up.
Oh,
Or in your box.
Okay.
I don't know how. I figured it out.
Tap the profile pic, and the emojis should come up.
I got
There
it.
it goes.
Is anybody doing a thumbs down?
Oh,
Yeah,
we got there's
I
rock,
get it.
paper, scissors. Oh.
what are we doing? I don't know what we're doing.
Doing thumbs up or thumbs down on
I don't
the
know how to do
Tuesday
it.
thing.
Thumbs up.
There's a dice roll.
Okay, so maybe we try it next Tuesday then.
Oh, Tuesday.
2 for Tuesday.
2 for Tuesday. There you go.
Tuesday.
Okay.
That just means I have to get a mask. Damn it.
You can use a sock.
No.
How long is a sock?
Oh my god.
Okay, my boyfriend's socks, I think I could. He likes those tall ones. I think I could really. If I show up with a sock, will you guys judge me? Because my other option is a Minecraft sleeping mask.
Do a Minecraft one.
Well, maybe whoever has a sleeping mask has to go first.
I wish I had a sleeping mask.
Oh, darn. I take back
That's
that.
Tony.
You know, Tony would actually, based on it just recently turning on, it might be a really good time to train it.
It might.
I think John really wants to do.
Yeah, it's a good time to train it.
Okay, well, I feel like the topics and things that like we want to, the things that we want to practice remote viewing, I feel like we should talk about the topics of that, maybe off of live, so we don't have to sit here and talk about that for another hour or so. But
yeah, no, I agree.
And then
we don't want people to know our secrets.
That's also true.
That's true.
Right, that too. That too, and also we have to keep it a secret from John so he doesn't know. Well, the topics, I feel like we need to be on the same page of like what's to be expected, but then whoever's facilitating, Hope says, I want to know the secrets. Hope, welcome in.
No, you don't.
Hope, one day I'm going to get you up here too. We're talking about doing a remote viewing experiment next Tuesday.
Well,
if she wants to be part of it, she has to go first.
She just shows up. We're like, here's the blindfold. Go ahead.
Let me ask a question really quick. If we are already experienced in remote viewing, should we even participate in the exercise even if we are experienced in remote viewing?
Yeah.
Sure you can.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It's all about building more experience. You can always use more experience and more lessons, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And also there's like good tips and tricks that you'll probably have for us. So I feel like it's good to have a mix of people. Because I would say I'm adequate. I'm not great at it. I definitely have to be in a certain mental state to be able to do it. But I'm glad to have people like you guys that are better at it and like practice it more regularly. Because I think I've freaked myself out with all of the black vehicles around and all of the weird vibes that I was having. I was like, okay, I gotta like calm down a little bit because I'm calling too much attention to myself and it's freaking me out. Because then what do you do? What do you do when they're following you around? Nothing.
Just pretend you don't see them and move along.
And that's what I try to do, but they usually, so my window points out to the street. They park right out there and like look at my house, even like right at the beginning, like probably right when we started connecting Dreamweaver. Right when that started happening. Well, because the topics that he makes you talk about, people were like driving by during my live and taking pictures of my house and like weird stuff.
What?
Yes. It's been happening for months. Yes. And I could not figure out, like there's like, there's clips of me being like, hello, why are these people outside my house?
Wait, in real life, or is this?
Yeah.
I would investigate that.
Well, would you, or would you be like, high five, pretend like it's not happening? No, because and then especially once I started talking about ETs and all those things. Of course, it picked up. Then there was helicopters involved, and there's not helicopters where I'm at anymore. Like where I was at before, there was helicopters all the time, so it could have been anything. But now it's like, if there's not an emergency that's on the news, what was that helicopter about? Because the hospital's right here. Like we would know, like if something happened. So if it's not a helicopter going to the hospital, which we would know by the next morning if that's what it's for, it's weird. It freaks me out. It might not even be about me, but it freaks me out.
Do you live like by a military base or something then?
No, I think my frequency is pretty obvious to pick up on.
That's really weird.
Same thing over here too. We always get like helicopters as well, and I'm like, whoa, like why are you here?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I wrote that down, because I was like, I'm gonna need that because I really need to be an expert at, what does it say? Black helicopters. Yes. Did you post something about that recently, John? I feel like you posted something like that, or I saw that recently. Ah!
I don't know.
Don't drop us.
Sorry.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
Nobody, and you know what? You guys are the only people who listen to me when I talk about these things, so.
That's wild.
And I may or may not been in one of those helicopters before.
So
physically
you
or
had it above your
remotely?
house.
Oh,
Physically.
Is it something you're allowed to remember, or do you just know?
Well, I don't know if I could talk about it on here because I don't want you to, get restricted or anything like that.
No flagging here.
Yeah, fair. We'll offline about it.
Right.
I find it so, and they can hear me when I say this because we'll probably have to hop off here. I find it super fishy if you're gonna restrict my live just because I'm talking about a topic. Like, oh, are you confirming what I think I know? Interesting.
Right.
Well,
like, not very slick, not very reverse psychology of you guys. Didn't really work.
This is all alleged. You have to say allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Hypothetically.
Yeah. Just in front of everything. Everything I say is a hypothetical.
We will hypothetically.
Isn't it always?
We will hypothetically need to bring this onto an offline conversation.
Hypothetically, Discord.
And that's why I jumped in immediately. I was like, allegedly.
I may or may not did a thing.
That's fascinating. I want to know more.
A thing.
I'm very interested in how you navigated that, because I know when I navigated it, it was very scary. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I can certainly go into it. I don't know. I feel like I do feel like I talked about it to a couple of people, just to like make sure that I was going about it the right way, which was to kind of like minimize how much, like whatever I was looking into, I just kind of pulled back on that for a little bit and looked in different places, because then your frequency's in a different spot. You're kind of bouncing around a little bit. Most people recommend that you don't stay focused on one thing anyways, and that you do keep bouncing your frequency around,
Didn't I say that in one of these lives before? It's like I bounce from rabbit hole to rabbit hole because
last one, I think.
Yeah. And it's for that exact reason.
Never catch you.
Yes. It's for that exact reason.
Yeah, and it freaked me out, but I'm also like, okay, that's the limit. That's where I gotta, all right, and it's not bad. It's reasonable. It's like, okay, fair enough, you'd be able to pick up on my frequency, because if I had my phone charger plugged in for that long in the same outlet, it's probably going to get a little toasty,
Because if you don't keep your energy moving, it stays stagnant, and then people know your energy at that point, and people are able to easily manipulate it if they're
Tap
into that
into.
sort of thing.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah. And then that's when they can mirror things back to you and your perception of reality can, And so
Yep.
it's a fine line and an interesting dance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not something I ever thought that I'd ever have to, like, you read about it in books, fake books that people
Right.
made up.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, they're just, and it's interesting because I don't think, and it's one of those everything happens for a reason. I don't think I would have noticed if I didn't make the crazy move that I did to this town where now I observe everything, because I was from a place where so much is going on all of the time that I wouldn't have noticed that, and they wouldn't have been able to pick up on it either. So it's interesting that
Right.
now I'm in this kind of like isolated zone where I'm like, okay, if I'm the only person or only one of so many, I mean, and that's assuming, but based on the evidence of that black cars showed up outside my house, etc.
Oh,
I feel
geez.
like I'm correct in thinking that there's just less of that around here. So I'm like, well, it's a good training moment. I needed to have it, and I'm glad I'm having it here where they don't take me as a threat, because I'm like, I'm just looking.
Mm.
You kicked me out of your gate program, so don't come back now.
But shifting your
Right.
focus from one topic to the next is probably the smartest move you could have done. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if that was told to you or if that was something that you kind of intuitively picked up on. But that's something that I did myself. You know, I dropped spirituality for 6 months altogether just so I could recenter, refocus, and try to put together what was going on. And then I started my collection. And I went back into it with more knowledge, you know.
Yeah. No, and I think I think it's instinctive, but it's an instinct that we're taught to almost kind of ignore because, like,
Yeah.
in Hollywood, it's so exaggerated, that kind of instinct that picks up on, like, oh, I'm in danger, or I'm being watched, or whatever. Then it's like, oh
Yeah.
no, you're just crazy, blah, blah, blah. They reiterate that so that you're numb to it. But I'm like, okay, when you're super aware of it, then that's gotta be the next thing, is like, okay, I'm super aware of it. They're probably super aware of me then. All right, that's what I need to do. And then I got confirmation because I'm like, okay, just making sure this is what you guys would do. And they're like, yep, that's what I would do. Don't talk to me about it again. No, I'm just kidding. They didn't say that, but they're like, well, give it a few weeks anyway.
Sounds about right.
I'm amazed that they can keep up, because I do feel like it's expanding so fast. But then we're not talking necessarily about manpower alone, but that's a whole different thing.
I believe that allegedly a lot of the systems that were built are crumbling as we speak, because a lot of information has come out and come to light that were conspiracy, but now there's a little bit of truth to that conspiracy.
Or a lot. Like,
Right.
whoa, way
Yeah.
more than we actually
Yeah.
really thought.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's crazy. Especially with the Saturn energy. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's a bit weird. Just saying.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of something local that happened like in the 50s,
Right.
allegedly, right?
Mhm.
They sprayed some sort of chemical in the projects.
Oh.
Yeah, and now it's been coming to light. By the government, of course.
People are just bait with me sometimes. And yeah, I'm a person.
Right.
Yep.
But yeah. Rabbit holes. Rabbit holes are fun.
Bags.
See, and this is why I start making lists. Like, I'm over here, like, writing down these lists on all these things we have to talk about, because we could do rabbit holes every week forever and never catch up.
Right.
Yep.
As long as we keep jumping.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, so really it shouldn't be one focused topic a week. It should be like 6. Which
Right.
it turns into what it needs to.
Oh man.
I love it. Well, I feel like this is a good stopping point. We've been on for an hour and a half here, a little bit over that. So, I want to do it again next week. We're talking about doing the remote viewing experiment. I will probably put that information in the Discord chat just so we can keep track of it. And then I'll upload this after the fact as well. Anybody have anything last to say? Yes, I will hope. I'll invite you. I'll send you a DM.
Woohoo! Yes.
Bye, everybody. Good night.
I like Hope's names. Hope's Books and Divination.
Well, yeah, if you guys haven't followed Hope yet, you should. She does amazing reading. She's another one of the people that I go to when I need one. I only go to like, there's like 4 or 5 of them. Only one's missing from here. Flower's here, Jade's here, Jinellie's here, Hope's here, Angel's not here. DreamWeaver doesn't do my readings, but I would ask him if he did.
I've done a reading from you. I got a reading from you once.
No, vice versa.
No, but she's saying you have a
me do your
referral.
readings. I do a reading for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I make all these people do my readings because my ego be getting in the way. So,
Yep.
it's just faster.
Yep.
See that?
I get that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love it. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for being here. This was fun again. I'm loving that we're doing this. Hope is going to have to come next week. You're going to have to hang out for this remote viewing experiment. We'll chat in the Discord. Yeah. Anything else?
I love it.
Nope. See you later, guys. Peace out.
See you guys. Have a good
Alrighty, I'll
night.
see ya.
Bye,
Good
guys.
night.
Bye.
Bye.